Well, we're on our way to Franconia and come down this road, and we came upon this vista. And that, I believe, is Franconia Ridge in the distance.
That's what I wanting to do.
And that's the beginning of the White Mountain. Actually, Moose Lock is behind us, but that's Franconia Ridge over there. I'm almost positive of it. The first peak on the right, I believe, is Liberty. The second one, I think, is Haystack. And then you have Lafayette over there on the left. But that's basically what we're talking about. We're going to be doing tomorrow, next 3 days, hiking through there. This is August the 15th, a Saturday. It's a gorgeous day, so we're looking forward to it. You looking forward to this, honey?
I am. That's gorgeous.
This is your bucket list item.
Yes, it is. I can't wait.
Yep. It's absolutely dead quiet, and still no wind here at all. And the weather is supposed to improve the next 2 days. So it's been in Hanover. It's been about 89 degrees today. Well, good morning from the trailhead of Liberty Springs Trail in New Hampshire. We're in the Franconia Ridge State Park, and our plan is to do a 3-day hike. We're heading up to the Liberty Springs Tentsite this morning, which is 3/10 of a mile below the Franconia Ridge Trail. We're going to overnight there tonight. Gorgeous weather. And then we're going to move on to Greenleaf Hut across Franconia Ridge. And from there we're going to go down to Lonesome Lake Hut and spend our last night there and then head out and then do whatever other hikes. This is not the trail, I don't think.
No, it's not.
What you looking for?
The trail.
It's
Right that way, okay. This is the toilet trail. Easy to get turned around here. Oh, it's right there. We used to walk right past it.
Yeah,
there.
you were talking to your camera.
There's the trail. We walk right past it. We're talking.
All right, so it is to the trail. It's 9/10 of a mile. So I'm up.
All right, so we got to go this way to get up to the primary trail. And the uphill starts immediately. And my lovely wife is leading the way. So anyway, I'm going to put the camera down for now, and as we make progress, we will check in. Hopefully my knee will hold up. We're on a Blue Blaze Trail at this point, and we're looking for the Appalachian Trail up further.
Here we are on our hike in the Whites. We're going to do Franconia Ridge. We're about an hour and a half into our hike. We've done about 1.5 miles so far, and we've got about 2 miles to go to get up to the Liberty campground, Liberty Springs campground, where we're going to stay tonight. It's going to be right up that way. As we get into it, we're going to be hitting some steeper climbs. And so we should be, I'm thinking we'll be there in about 2 hours.
Yeah.
And so we'll camp there tonight, and then tomorrow we're going to go on to the Franconia Ridge Trail and walk along the ridge and stay at one of the huts, Greenleaf Hut, tomorrow night. And then from there we're going to go on out to Mount Lafayette, or Mount Lafayette will be tomorrow during the day, right? And then from there we're going to head on down to Lonesome Lake Hut.
No. It's Franconia Ridge to Mount Lafayette down to Greenleaf Hut.
Greenleaf Hut.
Down
Yes.
from Greenleaf Hut.
We're going to the Lonesome Lake.
Down,
Hut.
yeah.
Yeah, down.
Okay.
That's what I said. And then we'll be from there, spend a night, and then hike back to the car.
So how do you like the weather?
It's hot today, but it's better than Florida.
But temperature's supposed to go up to 89. I suspect right now it's probably in the high 70s by this time.
Yeah.
Well, you got a thermometer there. We'll check it. Anyway, we're making good progress. It's been moderate climb, but after this point, the steady uphill begins for the next 2 miles. So we got 2 miles to go, which is not too bad. Anyway, this is... What's your trail name? You got a trail name?
I don't have a trail name. I don't need one.
My Sweetie. Sweetie is the trail name.
This is just a 3-day hike. I'm not out here for 6 months looking like a homeless person.
You don't smell like one either. We
Well,
will.
by the
We
end
will
of
by
this,
the
I
end of this
will.
trail. Anyway, it's a lovely day. I have my lovely wife hiking with. This is good. We have the forecast is this to die for. We have forecast the next 4 days, at least the next 3.
With no rain.
No rain, sunny, clear skies, and once we get up to the ridge, we're going to get some incredible videos. I know that. It's going to be wonderful. Wish you were here. 73s from N2SQ and W1AB. Bye-bye. Well, again, we found one of these welcome mats they put out. Welcome to the forest. We are here, and we're going to go to there for tonight. And then tomorrow, going up to the ridge, I'm going to go north on the Franconia Ridge. So we're here. We're making progress, sweetie. So how far is that? I don't know. And what does this side say? You're leaving it. Welcome, you're entering a forest protection area. These are fragile hikers. Something like that. All right. Arrived at the Liberty Springs tent area about an hour ago. We've been checking it out, setting a tent, getting water from this water supply down here. It's like kissing the Blarney Stone. You got to really crawl in the rock, catch a little trickle, but it's spring water and it's absolutely crystal clear. Down there, and that's where we get our water from, under this rock. And we're going to walk back to the tent area. There's my sweetie. She made it. Bit of a challenge, but we made it up to here. This was another steep one. This is probably as steep as Moosalok, if not more. Anyway, and we met Steve, the caretaker, where we registered. And we're heading back to our tent. We're on tent platform 7. And we'll see if we have company tonight. Don't know. There is a separate cooking area. They've had bear activity up here. Go down, honey. There's a separate bear cooking area with steel boxes, like toolboxes that would be on a construction job. To put our food and stuff in there. And so you want you to do your cooking, keep the smells over there. No food in your camping area here in the Whites. Anyway.
Oh, there's some up that way.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Up to the right.
That way, right?
Yeah. And there's the privy. No, not that way. Where are you going? Straight ahead. There's the privy down there. I hear voices up there. But hopefully we can get back. I just filled up with water in our platypus. And we're going to fill up our bladders. Keep going. Oh, I think we're going to be sharing a tent site, maybe. I don't know. We'll get back there and we'll see. Well, that's the young people. There's our AMC caretaker, Steve from.
Hello there.
Check this in there. They're on YouTube. You'll be on YouTube.
Awesome.
And we're going. There's some tents on the platform here. We're further down. There's some big tents. Do they have a tent for you? Do you have a little doggy tent? Little dog with a round opening on the front? Arched. This is the path back to our tent site. And there it is over the bushes. So far we don't have any company. And that's home for tonight. And you can't see too much of a view through the trees, but we're up here in altitude. We're up at about 3,800 feet. And I think there's more tents back that way. But this is number 7 is our tent site. And you better not be walking in the nighttime because it's
better not be a sleepwalker.
sleepwalk. Right, here we are. First thing I'm going to do is fill up our bladders. Until then, 7 threes from N to SQ at WNME A and B in the beautiful White Mountains of New Hampshire, just below the ridge, Franconia Ridge, up that way, which we'll be doing tomorrow. Look, it's the morning of Monday, August 17th. It's at 5:51. We just left Liberty Springs Tentsite and we're on the final push to Franconia Ridge. And my sweetie is coming up now. Just to give you an idea of the rocky steepness of this. Right now, the altimeter's told me is we're about 3,900 feet and at the tent site, so we're probably about 3950, something like that, 3975. Actually, we're 3989 according to the altimeter. We'll be getting 4,000 here real soon. Going to be going over some peaks today that are in the 5,200 foot range up on the Franconia Ridge, where the next videos will be taken. Get over some of these rocks. Doing great, sweetie. With those new Lecky poles of yours.
Woohoo!
She's doing real well. We slept very well last night on tent. We had a tent platform with somewhat of a view.
Between the trees. Whoops.
Yeah. Good job.
Okay, it's okay.
We have about 3/10 of a mile to go this morning to get to the ridge line, which is the payoff for all this hiking. We went through about 2 miles of what you're looking at right now, uphill, yesterday. And it was so nice to get to this tent site. Well, we just made the ridge, Franconia Ridge. This is where we came from, Liberty Springs campsite. I wish people would stop hacking at the sign like this, unless it was a bear.
Let me see. I wonder if that was a bear.
Yeah, maybe.
Who would do that?
Yeah.
That takes a lot of trouble to do that.
And we're going to take the walk up to Liberty, 3/10 of a mile up.
And then after that, we're going
Back.
there.
Going to
Back
Greenleaf
that way.
Hut. Greenleaf Hut, down that way. And we're on top of the mountain, actually.
Just about. Tops looks like it's just right over there. Top of the ridge.
So I want to...
Here we are.
I want to say what a wonderful hiking partner
Salty.
I have. I taste good. Anyway, it's 9:10 in the morning of Monday. What is that? The 17th. Oh, I'm losing track of it. August 17th. Enjoying our hike together. We had a good night's rest on a tent platform down there.
Yep.
And we're looking forward to this day along Franconia Ridge and the Greenleaf Hut, where we won't be staying in a tent. We'll be going luxury.
Yeah, it's still going to make food for us and everything.
Right. Our present altitude right now, according to this, is 42.45. And I got to say, the Yaesu VX8, I'm running APRS, but has an altimeter in it, and it's very accurate. I would say the tolerances have been between the signage and what the map is saying, and this has been plus or minus 5 to 7 feet. You can rely on that because the maps are not always correct and the signs are not always correct. So we were on top of a peak in the Long Trail, and what was reading in the VX8 and the signage was exactly the same. So I'm very confident. I'm using it as a navigation aid because the topo maps have the altitude markings on them, so I compare them with the VX8, and I can kind of figure out where we're at, and how long our destination is going to be. So, without further ado, we're going to move up to Mount Liberty, 3/10 of a mile, and then we'll come back down again to this point.
And the flies aren't too bad, just a few of them.
They just heard you.
They're not bad.
All right, head out, honey.
Don't forget your poles.
Thank you. Well, my sweetie's climbing up. I'll let you catch the view. That's our next peak we're going to go over. That's Franconia Notch over there. And there's the summit right there. So we're going up here. We're almost to the summit, honey. The payoff.
The payoff for all the hard work.
All the climbing. This is going to be good on YouTube. It's going to look good. Well, we'll get up on top and we'll take some more pictures.
All right.
And this is not even a summit. That's just a cairn. It's a blue blaze.
Where's Blaze?
Over here. But see the summit up there?
Okay.
A little bit more to go.
It's not that much further.
No. But you can see the trail we'll be taking. That's Lafayette. And then we'll be coming down from there into that notch over that way for the Greenleaf Hut. But you can see the ridge line?
Yeah.
That's where we'll be going up
Oh,
there
that's
originally.
going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be just amazing.
So we'll take some more pictures when we get to the top.
Yeah, then you'll help me dig my phone out so I can get some pictures.
Look at the crumb holes the way the wind blows blows it this way.
Uh-huh. There's someone up there.
All right. Look at that. You can see the town of Lincoln down there.
What's that up there?
That is the summit of Cannon Mountain Tram.
Oh, that's the ski area?
Yeah, and over there on the right is where the old man in the mountain used to be, but it's not there anymore. And I don't know, maybe that's Moose Lock in the distance, I don't know.
Which one? That one?
Yeah, that one, I'm thinking that one there, but I'd have to look on the map to make sure.
Can you see Washington from there?
Sure, if we,
Is that it over that way? That big peak right out there? See it?
maybe that or this one. Here, I think it's more that direction, so I'm not sure.
Really?
I'll have to get the map out and look.
Heading to the summit of Liberty Mountain, which is right over there. And this is our panoramic view. There's Panoramic George. And we'll be going out there to Mount Lincoln and then beyond that to Mount Lafayette today before we are done with our day. So we have a great day. And we're going to be hiking up that ridge out to there, and it's just beautiful today.
Summit of Liberty, where we're headed.
And that rock cairn looks like a person sitting there.
And this is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, you gotta get my phone out. And
All right, you can see the cars down there. We're up at about 5,000 feet right now. I'll check that out. And this is to the other side. Oh, this is probably one of the most spectacular hikes we've done, huh, honey?
this is gorgeous.
All right, hold on. Where's your phone?
We made it to the summit of Mount Liberty, and here's the view. There's George.
This is great.
That's where we're going next. There's our packs sitting down there. We left them down here to climb up the rocks to get here. We thought we saw a bear or something moving in these rocks before we came over, but I don't see anything here now. But there has been a bear going down to the campsite just down from here where we stayed last night. So we had to put all our stuff in a bear box, all our food. Whoa, a little steep here. We kind of stayed down that way somewhere last night. Yeah, we stayed down there in that town, Lincoln. Okay.
This is going straight down over the edge. It's the town of Lincoln. We stayed in Lincoln yesterday. Well, there's Lincoln. This is North Lincoln over here. Gotta watch my footing here. Turn around. There's a ski area there. I'm not sure which one that is. That might be Loon. Anyway, plenty of peaks here if you like hiking. You'll never run out of places to hike around here. And they're all very inspirational. definitely in awe when you're up here.
I wouldn't want to try to come down here like that guy said after sunset.
No,
No way.
no. Over there in the distance is the ski tram on the top of Cannon Mountain. And over there to the right is where Old Man and the Mountain used to be, but it's not anymore. It kind of fell. What do you think, honey?
I think this is spectacular.
This is something else. I see Karens over there, but they go to a different trail, so we don't want to go that way. We got to make sure we know where we're at. There are things called cairns, little piles of rock that they put up on these peaks to mark trails. Now that's not the trail we came up. We want to make sure we don't go down that way. Anyway. Somebody's got a little monument up there, and you can see our backpacks down there. We decided to shed the weight for the final ascent up here. Anyway, this is it, and the next peak is that one there along that ridge line. And oh, but you can just barely make out Lafayette. You can see just the outline of it on the right side. So that is Franconia Ridge. It will all be above tree line.
Oh yeah,
You just barely make it out. Up from up here. Probably over there we can see it.
Yeah, barely.
Can you make it?
I guess that's it, unless it's a lump on the side of Lincoln.
It's hard telling. But anyway, so what do you say? We move on?
Yeah, just take my picture here. Here comes another hiker. Just take my picture here with my phone.
Interesting rock formation on the top of Liberty on our way back down. This is the summit you'll see from down at the bottom. And there's the way out here through the Krumholtz. We just came off of Liberty down this ravine and up here. It was a rock scramble, but it's worth the trip here.
That's where we just came from.
Like they say, you cannot see this from the road. And that's,
over there.
so that's the one straight in front of us, that pointy one, is Liberty, and off to the left is the Flume slide or something like that, Flume. And they don't recommend going down. You can go up that one, but they don't recommend descending that on the west face to the right. Everybody I've talked to so far, experienced hikers, are intimidated by it. And that's looking down into the valley. What do you want me to take a picture of them?
I'm gonna go over here.
Okay. We just had a rough climb up.
We were out there.
Actually, we stayed last night just below that coming down off of Liberty here, then down over that ridge, about 3/10 of a mile, is a Tentsite. And we came from down in the road down there. Somewhere is a parking area where our car is parked. And to here we got more to go. So, but from here it looks like it's easier, more of a ridge trail. The next summit is going to be Lincoln. So I guess here we go. Out on the tree line, and there's a lot of people up there on that ridge. That's, I believe that is Lincoln in front of us.
I wonder if this is mountain laurel over here.
And there's Cannon Mountain Ski Area down the bottom on the right, and there's a lift to it over there. And we may even be able to see Lonesome Lake from up here, I don't know, but we'll be staying down in that valley there somewhere tonight. Let's go up here. Yeah. So what do you think about all of this? Feel a sense of accomplishment, sweetie?
I'm going to hang glide off of this rock here. With my pack on.
This is spectacular. Alright, I'm going to shut this down and get some more mileage in here. Go up here. So I don't kill myself. I'll pick it up when we get up there.
Here we are on the top of Haystack. We just came from Liberty. That's the flume. These are the White Mountains.
I'm going to make some Gatorade.
Okay, we're going to have our lunch up here. And this is the Franconia Ridge Trail. We're going to be heading up that ridge trail all the way up there to Lincoln, and then after Lincoln, behind that, even bigger, is Lafayette. And then we'll go down to the Greenleaf Hut down there someplace. And this is where we are, the White Mountains of New Hampshire. It's beautiful here.
Oh, you want me?
You guys have kids?
That peak is Liberty again. Flume over there. We are now on Haystack, the summit of Haystack. There's a lot of people have stopped up here. And that's our next destination, Lincoln, via that trail. This is the Franconia Ridge Trail. I don't know how far it is. I think it's like 0.7 miles up to the next summit. Less than a mile up to there. We're going to stop here for some lunch. And then head out. It's only 12 o'clock. We got until 6 o'clock to make dinner at the hut. So we got 6 hours to go, not too far. Above the tree line for most of your hike here, from here on in. When we go up to Lincoln, I'm going to point out over here, there's rock cliffs. That's where the old man of the mountain used to reside. He's now living down in the valley. He got a bit of a headache. He fell down off of there.
Had a head injury.
Head injury. It separated from the rock and collapsed. So the iconic old man of the mountain no longer exists. He died and fell off the cliff. Poor New Hampshire, they got to come up. They're actually talking about doing a fiberglass model of it, but that's another story.
They should just do Mount Washington.
Anyway, that is the Franconia Notch down through there. There's people coming up the Falling Waters Trail. And we're going to... Oh, yes, there's Mount Washington in the distance. Well, one of the things I like about hiking, as you know from my other videos, is meeting people. And I've met the Dyke family from Massachusetts. And they agreed to let me film them. They were very nice. They offered us some nice... Are they homemade cookies you offered?
They are, yes.
Maybe we will take some anyway. So the Dyke family are going to be appearing on my YouTube channel on this. This will be, well, you'll find the channel, you'll find it. It'll be the Franconia Ridge Trail hike. So anyway, 5 girls. Quick, the names.
Oh, Francesca, Mary, Anna, Josephina, and Gianna.
All right, very good.
Craig and Amy.
Say bye.
Italian names, huh?
We're heading out now up to Lincoln. It's about 7/10 of a mile, they say. It's all open and exposed on the ridge. I wanted to attempt to video as I'm hiking, so this may be a little shaky, but I want to get you to have a feel of the Franconia Ridge. We're on a knife edge, really. They're straight down over there. Let me get down over here, you'll see this. It's not for the faint of heart. That's down over there, and that's down over there. So maybe you got 20 yards of real estate. This is all you need. There's Mount Washington off in the haze there. We can actually see it in the distance. There they paint the blazes on the rock.
You stop short with those things sticking back towards me.
We're very fortunate and blessed to have such beautiful weather for our 3-day hike, our 4-day hike. The forecast is also continued a lot more like this. Incredible views. Can see forever. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but you can see forever here. So where we just came from. There's my sweetie coming down. Honey, isn't this spectacular?
It's wonderful.
This is a hike of a lifetime for us. We're really glad we chose to do this. One of our bucket list items, the hike in the Whites, and I studied it. She wanted to stay at the huts. And this hike really was based on availability of hut space. So we had to do it this way. But I'm glad it worked out that way. Because that's right. I mean, everything just God really provided for us.
Can't ask for better weather.
Yep. Well, seeing as how this is getting kind of funky here, I'm going to fold the camera for a while and then pick it up again later. There's another incredible view right there. Here's what I mean by knife edge. There's down this trail, and there's down. People coming down. You wouldn't want to be doing this in the snow.
No,
That's for sure.
there's some people coming.
Now it's coming down on Franconia Ridge off of Haystack. We'll be heading up to Lincoln. There's Greenleaf Hut we're headed to. We've summited Lincoln. Take a walk around here. This is the summit of Lincoln, and there's Lafayette, our next stop. And then it's all downhill down to that hut down there. So that doesn't look so bad. We'll go over to the next peak there. Take a look around. There's Washington way up in the distance there.
Hey. I sat in the shade for about 5 minutes because I figured some of the last shade I didn't see for a while. So I thought I'd wait and I shaded up there.
There's Lafayette, the next summit we got to do, and then we work our way downhill a mile, 1.1 down to there.
Oh, they gave you some?
So it's going to be good. It's 126. We're making good progress, enjoying ourselves, not in a big hurry.
My bad.
Hey, sweetie, look this way.
I just took out one, my bad.
And over there, you'll see that lake in the distance. I'm going to see if I can get into it. Anyway, that's Lonesome Lake. That's where we're going to be staying tomorrow night. And then hike out. So, we got our work cut out for us. From left to right, that's Flume, Liberty, Haystack down there where the rock cropping is. That's the actual summit of Haystack. And now we're up here on. We're on Liberty. No, we're on Lincoln. And we're going to Lafayette.
You got the camera?
Plenty of activity up here today.
This is to the peak of Lafayette. We just came off the peak of Lincoln, and now we have to ascend even higher to the peak of Lafayette along this ridge line. And there goes George. He's doing great.
up to Lafayette, and there's our rock slide. Goes way down into the valley. That's huge. That is huge, probably a mile long.
And it goes all the way down into that gorge.
And you can hear a river down there. Here's water. Hey, take off.
And I guess that's Washington over there.
Yeah, Washington in the distance. We piked that one too.
Isn't that amazing? We actually did that. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself that I actually did that.
Well, we summited Lafayette. There are a lot of people up here. And here's a panorama from the summit. We came from over there along Franconia Ridge. And beyond that, just beyond that, you can see Liberty. We were there this morning. And that big pointy one is the flume. So you made it, honey. And we're heading down that way to the hut. So it should be. Want some water? Hey, want your camera? All right. Let me get over to that sign there. Pictures of the signage. Well, take a look over this edge here. See what's going on over here. Ooh.
See? That's how you get a smile. Hey.
Vast wilderness. Wow.
Ready, boy? There you go.
And that trail there is where we came up from Liberty, which is the peak just over the ridge to this one. That one behind us is Lincoln. Beyond that, you can't see well, you can see part of it on the right. It's Haystack. Liberty, Haystack, Lincoln, and this is Lafayette. And now, don't know what those are over there. But the Appalachian Trail continues over to Mount Washington in the distance there.
Okay, we're on the top of Mount Lafayette. We just came from over there, Lincoln, on the Franconia Ridge Trail. And we're above 5,000 feet here on Mount Lafayette. And off in the distance over there is Mount Washington that we climbed last year. So we are going to go down that way to Greenleaf Hut, where we'll be staying tonight. And there goes George.
Steep and rocky. That lake down there, honey, is that lake where we would view the old man in the mountain over there.
Oh, okay.
That's what that is. And there's Greenleaf Hut that we're headed to for tonight. And across the ravine, that lake over there is Lonesome Lake Hut, where we'll be tomorrow night, and hike out down to where that road is, where our car is. We're in 4 days.
How far is that to Lonesome Lake?
Oh, it's not far. It's about 3 miles. This is a steep, rocky climb, and it's hot out. Probably in the high 80s, mid 80s right now. There is a breeze that makes it tolerable. And we're at the end of a long day. We have hiked over everything I'm pointing at right now. We hiked over everything there. Up that and down there. The last 2 days. Did more today than we did yesterday, but that's okay. Tomorrow's going to be an easy day. Greenleaf Hut at about 4 o'clock. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. Yeah, it's about 4. We arrived here about 4-ish. It's 4:30 now. And we're sitting here. There's Alice, and this is the inside of the hut. Our room is over there. Let me show you my room.
Oh, I talked to someone who's thrilled to help you with your project. Yes.
And we have room 3. And Mom's going to be there. I'm going to be up in the attic. Is that you down there?
My buddy Jared, I'm down here. My girlfriend's here. I'm Dom.
George.
Nice to meet you.
And my wife Alice, she's outside.
All right.
I'm just loading stuff up for my YouTube channel. If I can get you, we'll get you later.
Cool. We'll get you too.
Oh,
We're taking pictures.
there's a cross. I just saw the little boy from the other side
Oh.
come across the top. Anyway. So in the Greenleaf Hut, and dinner is in about 2 hours, hour and a half. And the crew is up there. And Hayden is making lemonade. All right. For which you do not have to add ice around here. What's on the menu? Oh, the menu. Here's the menu tonight. Dinner tonight is Moroccan lentil soup, white mountain wheat bread, alpine garden salad, beef a la greenleaf, broccoli, and couscous. And surprise for dessert. All right. A surprise for dessert. Anyway. This is one of the smaller huts. Dinner with a view. Don't push the hut over, please.
If you are interested in becoming a member, we can do that here, and we would be happy to talk to you about that at the desk after dinner.
Great.
Alright, so before we go any further, a couple of things that you'll notice about the way that we serve dinners up here in the huts. First, we serve all of our meals family style, which means that we're going to bring out big hot bowls of food to the table. We ask you guys pass them around. We ask that everybody takes first before you start to take seconds. With that, there is plenty of food, so please take all that you want, but please eat all that you take. Because anything that you guys don't eat gets thrown into our garbage, and we have to pack it down into the valley. Finally, you notice that there are no napkins on the tables, because again, just like all the food that's left over, we would have to pack that up and then back down, which doesn't really make sense. So if you guys do have any spills, anything like that, again, it's family style, so use your neighbor's sleeve, something like that. Anything major, feel free to flag Kia or myself down, and come out with a leaf rag and wipe it up for you guys. Finally, if you will be enjoying any hot cocoa this evening, please, please, please put hot water into the cup before you put the cocoa powder in. Doesn't seem like it makes that big of a difference, but back there doing dishes, it is definitely noticeable.
Awesome. Who here has stayed in an AMC Hut before? All right, that's a good number of people. Does anyone want to help me out with any of our 3 dinner rules?
I just said them,
Sorry.
but Kia's about to talk about you.
To be honest, we do this every day. Sometimes it's just right over my head. Our dinner menu for tonight. We're going to start you off with a fancy French bread that will come out with a Moroccan lentil soup. After that, we'll have an Alpine garden salad. That will be followed by your main course, which is beef, coming out with broccoli and couscous. And as always, that will be followed by a surprise dessert. So, while we were back there, start thinking about whether you like a apple or no soup. This is highly encouraged and welcome.
Well, it's 7:30 in the evening at the Greenleaf Hut. Just finished dinner. Everybody's just setting out about watching sunset and enjoying the scenery and relaxing. These AMC huts are magnificent. Very rustic, home-style cooking, but the camaraderie, the friends that you make, people you talk to, sitting down eating dinner, family style, is quite interesting, quite nice. Anyway, Garfield up in the background. That's Lafayette. No, that is Lincoln up that way. Oh. And that window right there in the middle is the room we're staying in. Matter of fact, those are Alice's hiking poles in the window. I don't even know where Alice is right now. I was looking around for her, I couldn't find her. That's where we're staying, in there. I got the top bunk. This is quite nice. Quite a nice evening. And we'll see what the weather report is going to be for tomorrow. It's very interesting. What appears to be a handicap ramp into the hut. Seems like a contradiction in terms, but I'm sure there's a logical explanation to why they have that kind of a ramp. Place is powered by solar and wind power. No wind today, so the solar is taking over, charging the batteries. I just wanted to show you the approach. Oh, look at that lovely view there. The approach to the Greenleaf Hut that we experienced when we came up earlier. It was very inviting after hiking all day. Wasn't a lot of miles, about 5 miles, but it was over that ridge, all those ridges, and it was quite difficult, quite challenging, but we did it. Yeah. We're getting ready to have the naturalist does a presentation at 8 o'clock. The kids are doing their junior ranger stuff. Morning of August 18th at 6:41 in the morning at the Greenleaf Hut, waiting for the sun to come up over the mountain, waiting for breakfast. Breakfast, I think, is at 7 o'clock. And there,
there because by the time it got that in Iowa,
Yeah, that's
the crews are preparing for the guests to have breakfast. Talk about a restaurant with a view. That's our view. Waiting for the sun to come up. Morning in the hut. That's the other wing. Is the forecast been put up yet? Was that yesterday?
I don't have a date on it.
All right, we're on our way down on the old, what's this called? The old Bridle Path Trail. There's Liberty in the background. My beautiful sweetie heading down. This is very rocky and gnarly. There's our friend Eugene from Brattleboro on his way down, taking his time. And over there, as you can see, top of Cannon Mountain. There's the lift up to Cannon. And across the valley there is the lake. Lonesome Lake is where we're headed for today. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that's where we're going. Another view coming down out of there. Found this rocky outcropping and decided to come in here and we're going to be going over the top of that peak and then down to the right. You can see Interstate, I think it's 93 over there. It's Franconia Notch Parkway. And that peak sticking up over is Liberty. We're up there. And that's the ridge, Franconia Ridge up that way, and Lafayette in the background. Yeah. Some rugged terrain here. Been very rocky down, but we're making it. We just came down off of that peak there, and we're on the ridge that we saw from over there. That's Lafayette, Lincoln, Liberty in the distance, and this ravine, this big ravine down here. We're on this bald. I'll lose my balance here. Yeah, why don't you drop your pack in and get in? All right. At the junction of Lonesome Lake, and there's the lake in the background. Doesn't look too lonesome. Look at all the people on the beach over there. Anyway, we just came up here. This is nice, huh, honey?
Wow, there are a lot of people over there.
Dodge Cutoff High Cannon Trail. Fishing Jimmy AT 3/10 of a mile.
So we have to go that way?
We gotta go that way.
Oh, that way?
Yeah. We actually go either way, but that's the best.
That's
Warning,
the-
camping and fire is prohibited on state land. Okay. And what is this? 4/10 of a mile that way.
Yeah, he's like reaching and grabbing them. He's like, got one! How many are in there? Well, I mean, so, I mean, there's some.
Lonesome Lake. Oh, there's a placard there.
Yeah, it's not what's on it, it's customized because they had a problem with the Wisconsin order. I think, so they had to resolve this, so I just
We've arrived, sweetie.
Beautiful.
And that's where we were this morning, up there.
My thing went down here.
The thing went down. There's the beach. And the hut should be just around the corner somewhere. You gotta hike a mile to get to this lake. It's AT trail marker. The beach at Lonesome Lake. Oh, there's the hut up there. Yeah, it's up that way. AT marker. Yep. We are now officially on the Appalachian Trail. Who are you saying hello to?
The people that were at the other hut.
Oh! They got here before we did. Some stairs to climb. And there's the hut where we shall be staying and dining tonight. Which way is the office? I don't know. Oh, I think it's around this way, if I recall from other videos. Then again, I don't know. Oh, this is it. It's where the AT comes out. This. I wonder where she went. We made it. We're at Lonesome Lake Lodge. Arrived about an hour ago. Took a swim in the lake. And we're in room 7. Sharing with 2 ladies from Canada. This is what our room looks like. There's my sweetie up there.
Getting my bed ready.
Getting her bed ready. These are deluxe cabins compared to where we've been. There's the restrooms. They call them bathrooms. And there's another cabin down there below us. Across the valley is where we were yesterday. So I can get over here to the right. Okay, the peak all the way on the right. Let me see. Right there. Yes, right there. That is Haystack. And on the Franconia Ridge. We can't see Liberty through the tree, but we hiked up behind where this tree is, up the ridge, continuing to the left. That's Lincoln, right there in the center of the screen. And then we continued over to Lafayette and down, and beyond that ridge, which you can't see, is Greenleaf Hut. And today we hiked over that lower ridge out. Interstate 93 is in between these pines and that ridge. And then we hiked in here, about 1.5 miles. And here we are. So we're going to take, this is where we're going to be eating down there. The crew is preparing dinner. Morning on Wednesday, August 19th, and that is that is Lonesome Lake Hut where we stayed last night in the beach. Kinsman Mountain in the background. Just came around the lake this way today. It was beautiful. Saw a lot of brook trout in the tributary spring and moose tracks. And we say a fond farewell, but wish we could stay longer. It's beautiful back here. Temperature today is very high. It's probably close to 70 or 75 right now, and humid. So the hike out's going to be a little warm, but we're not complaining.
But we'll be out quick. It won't take long.